I really did keep doing this with all my feelings and kind of put the smile on and turned up and became the person that I thought I should be and got very lost along the way. From one day to the next, some days you feel empowered and you feel like, yes, I've got this and then other days you feel like you just want to like cry under the duvet and hide. You know, I went from being married and then went into another long relationship. And I don't know if I actually fully grieved the loss of my marriage. I just felt constantly like my nervous system was on fight or flight.
Hello and welcome to Second Act, the podcast and community for women in midlife who refuse to fade into the background. I'm your host, Ateh Jewel, and I'll be speaking to celebrity guests about the moment they knew they were in their second act and how they're changing the game in their next one. Our guest for today's episode is the one and only and super talented Rachel Stevens. I'm a super fan. Rachel is a singer, TV personality, and actress. You'll know her as a member of the hugely successful pop group S Club 7, which sold over 10 million albums worldwide. But she's also had an amazing solo career, releasing 2 albums and achieving several top 10 hits. Goodbye, my LAX. Rachel Stevens, welcome to Second Act. Rachel Stevens! I am fangirling so hard.
I'm fangirling too.
Absolutely adore you. I'm so excited you're here.
Aww.
If I start singing at you, apologies.
Please do.
I am so excited.
We could sing the whole podcast, actually. Why not?
Oh my God, don't get me started. Millie's looking at me going, don't do it, girl. But I am so excited to have you here. Welcome to Second Act.
Oh, thank you.
Let us kick off. I would love you to summarise your first act in 3 words.
Summarise my first act. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Busy. How do you summarise that in 3 words?
It's so hard.
And learning. Fun.
I love that. Talk to me about crazy. Now, are you one of those people who came out of the womb high kicking with jazz hands, knowing you were going to be a pop star and you just went for it? Or were you very dedicated or did it just happen crazy?
I was a dreamer, definitely. I always had that dream of being a pop star, but I was never this kid who would go for auditions or be super confident. I was a bit of a contradiction, I think, because absolutely adored music, loved pop music, loved like making up dances and, you know, all of that. But I wasn't like the lead role in the school play. Do you know what I mean? So I was a little bit of a contradiction. But yeah, my first concert I went to, I was a massive Kylie Minogue fan.
Oh my God,
my
yes!
absolute idol.
And
I remember...
the first single I ever bought.
Really?
So lucky.
Oh, she's a goddess. And I remember saying to my mum, I'm going to do that one day. And I don't know, I think I always had this like inner confidence actually and determination and was a big dreamer. So yeah, I think the combination, I think I did kind of manifest it.
And did your mum say, hell no, you're going to be a corporate lawyer? Or she's like, go for it? What kind of family did you have?
They weren't very strict. I wasn't sort of, you must do your homework, school wasn't a massively, it sounds weird to say out loud, but a massively important thing for and I always remember wanting to get out into the world and make money and work. And I always knew I wanted to go into fashion, really. That was the career path I thought I was going to go down. And yeah, I just wanted to get out there and earn money.
Crack on. So you come from a grafting family.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, grafting and being in the world and like getting on. I love that.
Exactly.
If you were to give yourself a report card for your first act, what would it say?
When we say first act, we're talking about when I was like a kid or...
It's so interesting because first act...
Because I feel like we were saying this before, I feel like there's been 10 acts, not, you know...
multiple universes of who you are. First act is like what, you know, I think there's a moment where you step into your power and you're like, okay, I'm grown. I've got some wheels, some road under the tires. I know what's going on. And that could be anything. For me, my first act ended at 40. Where I felt, oh, I'm ready to be this new person. Yeah. So what does that mean to you, first act?
Same, actually. I feel like now I'm in my 40s. Now I'm like, okay, things are sort of, the puzzle pieces are kind of coming together. And like we were saying before, like we're constantly evolving, especially as women. We're constantly changing from being, you know, kid, teenager, becoming a parent, getting married, career, whatever it is. You know, we're constantly moving and changing. So
It's wild.
hard to condense it into,
Yeah.
we just could be different from day to day, right? Hour to hour.
Literally. And I love and 40s is so important. And we were saying, we are proud Gen X women.
Yeah.
And the lies we were told growing up about how everything stops at 40, it just starts for me. Do you feel that as well?
A million percent. I mean, it is. I think it's just so complex, the things that we learn as we grow up, and what how we're conformed to think. And yeah, I mean, it's like unraveling a lot, I think, isn't it, for women?
So looking back,
and men probably. I shouldn't be very, gender specific, but
we get a lot.
I can only speak for
ourselves and how we've been portrayed in society and culture. But looking back on your first act, is there anything like I'm a beater-upper? I beat myself up. Are you like that?
Oh my God, yeah. Definitely.
Do you look back and
really
think,
hard on myself?
Yeah. What do you think? What would your report card be? What would you look back and go, oh God, I wish I'd done this?
My report card would be overthinker, perfectionist, and determined.
I love that.
Yeah, because I think that was one of my natural qualities, was to be very when I want to do something, I'm going to do it. And I think it's only now that I think that was kind of fell away a little bit, where I was second guessing, questioning it all, figuring it all out. And now I'm actually, it's refinding myself again.
That's so interesting. I love what you said about determined, because talent isn't enough. There's so many talented people who don't make it.
Yeah.
The guts to do it. Do you feel that's what got you where you are?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of things. I think it's working hard.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of luck. It's I've always been someone who's seen the bigger picture and wanted to put the work in and care, I think, as well, caring about what you do and being passionate. And then you just find your way,
It's so true. And I like what you say about luck and the universe. And I think, and there's also that phrase, the harder I work, the luckier I get, which I love.
Yeah.
So when you're a little grafter, it gets you a long way, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So, okay, let's talk about the term second act. What does that mean to you?
It means new chapters. It means pouring, it's going to sound really cheesy and cliche, but pouring love into myself. I think something I've really learnt, one of the best pieces of advice actually that I got quite recently is, how would you nurture your best friend? How would you? And I was like, it really has stuck with me. And every time I feel a lot, I'm a really emotional person. And every time what you're saying about beating yourself up, yes. I do that for how I feel or for anything really. So I'm really focusing on nurturing myself, but it's something I have to keep reminding myself. It's not something crazily that comes naturally, right? Which is just crazy that we look after our kids, our best friends, the people we love, and we're so kind to people we meet, which we should be, but and we're not to ourselves.
I completely relate.
So,
I know you're a giver. I can smell it.
A what?
You're a giver.
Yeah, well,
but I don't give I don't pour my cup the same way.
Yeah.
And I had exactly the same conversation with my friend.
And that's what we have to do, because if we don't, and I've always been a believer in that, but actually now I'm actioning it more, and actually really more fully than I ever have, because I've always believed that, but I think now it's actually no, I really need to keep filling my cup so I can be the best person I can be for my kids, for everyone around me.
What does that look like for you? Are you being in nature? Are you working out? Are you just having fun times? What does filling your cup look like?
Honestly, I think it's rebuilding my foundations again. So getting to be really loving to myself, and nurturing just my feelings, I think, more than anything. I think because I am somebody who is a really deep thinker, overthink everything, I worry, and I feel so much. So, and for a long time, I really did keep doing this with all my feelings and kind of put the smile on and turned up and became the person that I thought I should be, and got very lost along the way. And now, after real sort of experience with divorce, with being a parent, with heartbreak, all these different things, I'm it's only suddenly, I'm okay, I have to really build those foundations that I've been just kind of, they're all there, I think, somewhere. And it's
I'm completely relate. I ate my feelings and I ballooned 11 stone. Yeah. You probably just put a lid on them.
And just went like that and
numbed
myself very much, because the feelings were just so like,
Too much.
yeah.
I feel things so deeply and I'm quite sensitive. People, I'm extra AF, babe, but I'm also very sensitive.
But I love that because you're such an incredible, like you go out, don't you? Because you're such an amazing personality. But all mine kind of, when I feel like anything that's sort of very emotional, I withdraw and I go in and I isolate. So I'm really learning to come out and reach out but also be gentle and nurturing with myself and actually be honest with who I am as well. And I don't have to be anything other than I am. And that's what I'm relearning.
And give yourself grace. It's so interesting. All my best friends are retreaters. I'm such a like, bleh. Like the world is burning down, bleh. And all the people I love the most, they just go into a shell. So like always opposites attract.
Yeah.
And
do you always do that? Do you always feel like you're...
Oh my God. It's like if I went out on a date and this guy said, oh, did you tell anyone about our date? And I was like, maybe. I'm like, the barista in Pret-a-Manger knows about our date. My mother, the guy on the tube, like everybody, like I just have to tell the world. Yeah. But then other people. So yeah, everything is out.
I love that energy.
All the time. So let's talk about the moment you knew you were in your second act. For me, it was COVID. I was like, the world is burning. If this is the end, I'm going to come out swinging and I'm going to be 1,000% myself. And I just switched like a light bulb went off.
Yeah.
Did you have a moment like that?
No, I'm not that. I feel like I'm a real slow burner. Is that the right?
I like that.
Yeah. I think I don't ever feel like, oh my God, that's an epiphany moment. Or I feel like I'm someone who... Well, now I'm actually learning to sit with myself more and trust myself more and really believe all those core things and know what my values are, all of those things. So I think it's really important to trust how we really feel, and then we can know what to do, if that makes sense. So I'm definitely a slow burner, and I need to sit with myself and process.
It's, you know what, I read this thing, there's two types of fire people. I'm a like burn the fucking house down.
Yeah.
I'm a burn the house down.
I'm a fire person, trust
You are
me.
a fire person,
yeah, I am.
But you're a smolder.
A smolder, I like that.
Do you like that?
I'm gonna run with that, yeah.
And they're deadlier because it's like, it smolders, and it's the hottest kind of fire. You know, that way it's slow burn.
Yeah,
and it's
me.
like, I think that's you.
Yeah.
I'm a like,
yeah.
But you're a smolder fire. I can smell it.
Yeah, I am. I'm running with that. I love that.
Smolder.
Yes.
So you've smoldered your way into your second act.
Yes, yeah.
And it's fabulous to be here.
I'm still smouldering into my second act, and you're burning the place down. I freaking love it.
It's hilarious.
I love it.
Talk to me. S Club 7 formed such a huge part of your first act, but a couple of years ago you did a reunion tour. How was it? Do you still keep in touch with everyone? You are just literally iconic and a national sweetheart.
Oh, bless you.
Talk to me about it.
Yeah, we do keep in touch. It was really fun. It was really, really fun. It was lovely to get back together. It was a bit different in terms of like learning routines and things like that. Like my brain is not how it used to be.
Oh my God, did you think, did it come back as quickly or not really?
No, it did. No, it never did, to be honest. But I think just like now doing it with kids, and you know what it's like. It's like the juggle, and it's doing something like that is, you've got to be so all in, and it's so difficult to juggle everything with kids and life and all of that. It's not a sort of, you just have to go all in. So that was a bit tricky, but yeah, it was great to be back up on stage again. It was great to be in front of the fans again, and they're all grown up and they're like sharing with us how much it meant to them. So it was special. But yeah, it's always a juggle, and
and what do your children think? Because
they think I was cool for 5 minutes. They think I'm cool for 5 minutes, and they're like, "Don't sing, Mum. Just stop being. You're so embarrassing." You know that, Mum. I'm cool
cringe.
every so often.
Yeah,
it's so cringe. More so cringe than
you were the coolest of the cool, but to your children, you'll always be cringe. Like it doesn't matter.
And they can't show you. You might get a glimmer of, oh, you're cool, and then they're like, they can't show you for too long that you're cool.
Do you think your kids will follow into your footsteps?
My eldest is got the most beautiful voice. She really does. But she's so all about Snapchat and TikTok at the moment. And I'm like, oh my God, your voice just like, all she wants to do is make TikToks and Snapchats. So she's in that phase, right? But I do think, and my youngest as well has got a lovely body. I think they will. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know.
Who knows? So Rachel, you've partnered with Eucerin.
I have.
I say it a wild way, but we won't go there.
We won't go there, but I love that. I'm going to start calling it that.
Talk to me.
Yes.
What is this new product that you've got?
Epigenetic serum. And I've been using it, ever since I partnered with them, but I tested it for a month. And yeah, it's now part of my daily routine. It really is brilliant. And I feel like it made such a difference. It's like, when you get that like peeling on your skin, I really hate that. And you don't have to use too many products. I never think you should use too many products anyway. You're the beauty queen, so you know everything. But it's really great. It's such a brilliant product, and I love it. It's really, really fab.
I love a serum because it's really easy to drop into any routine, and you see such a result. It's like a smoothie. It's packed full of stuff. And it hits you quickly.
And I feel like this has really sort of made my skin feel so much more plumper and got rid of those little fine, softened the little fine lines. But and also it's such a simple. You know what it's like in the morning, you just want a quick routine and it's just really easy. Like you said, it kind of gives you everything you need.
And you like the texture.
And I like the texture, and it doesn't leave that film. It just feels really light.
Talk to me. Have you noticed a difference in your skin since your 40s?
I've noticed a difference in everything. Definitely. I mean, I don't know if you felt the same, but I definitely started to notice in my 30s the change, and then in my 40s. And it's subtle, but you kind of just start to feel like everything's you just want to kind of do that, don't you?
And you can't bounce back. Because I remember dancing all night on a podium in 1997, splashing water on my face and looking amazing.
Yeah.
You can't pull that now.
No, you bloody can't.
You can't do that.
No.
You have to rest or else
we want to do it gracefully, don't we? We want to embrace it, but then the world we live in doesn't, it's a real contradiction. So it's like building from the inside out is the key to keep, I think, feeling as good as we can.
I just want to look good.
Yeah.
I think the difference is I don't want to look like I'm 28 forever, which I think is how our mums were taught. I want to look like I'm 47. I want to look like the best 47.
Yeah, and it's confidence. Like a lot of women that I see who are older and they just look so beautiful. They are beautiful, but it's like confidence shines from within, doesn't it? I know that's such a cliche thing to say, but I really do think if you don't, it's like that inner confidence.
Which is ageless, it's beautiful, it's a glow.
Yes,
I love that.
Exactly.
Are you looking after yourself differently in midlife? What are some of your wellness tips and tricks? Are you hitting the gym? Are you doing heavy weights? Are you walking for mindfulness? What are you doing?
I'm trying to definitely build healthier habits for sure, but get more consistent, because that's one of the things that I've always found tricky, is to be consistent. So at home now, I'm really focusing on weight training, but just 20 minutes. And just really sort of trying to implement that into my...
Every day?
I'm trying. 4 times a week I'm trying. And then when I'm not, I go for a walk, get my steps in, and I'm trying to just do sort of really gentle, mindful, working out instead of hitting sweating and, because I think especially when perimenopause, you don't want to be doing massively high impact workouts.
The joints are not the same.
The joints are not the same, but also our hormones. It's hitting that sort of adrenaline and cortisol and all of that, which we just want to keep more calm, right?
Calm and balanced. I love that. I do gym life with you.
You go to the gym?
Yes, I'm going, and I've got an amazing trainer called BB, the fitness coach, who's literally changing my life. She said to me, Ateh, you go once a week. Imagine if you went 3 times.
And you're like, give me a minute.
I'm working it. So you're making me think 4 times is
but
really good.
But it's good to build though, isn't it?
Yeah.
To not start with, right, I'm going to go to the gym every day. Do it quality over quantity, and then slowly sort of...
Yeah. And do you feel better for doing 4 times a week?
I don't always get 4 times a week, and that's my goal.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my healthy balance where I don't go, oh my God, I didn't do 4 this week. I feel crap for not doing 4. And beating myself up for it. So I'm trying to implement little things, even if it's I haven't got to this yet, but I do want to bring in meditation. I don't know how, but I want to do it that's going to be realistic, and it's not going to be, oh my God, because I've seen it on Instagram, I've got to do meditation. I want to try and, because I do really believe in it. And I'm very much someone who, oh God, what if I get it wrong? What if I don't, And you can't really get it wrong, I know, but I am an overthinker.
So we are both 47.
Oh, you're 47.
Yes. Are you excited to turn 50? I just find it wild. How did we get to half a century?
If I'm really honest, I wouldn't listen. I think, without sounding cheesy, I think every year should be celebrated. I mean, but I can't quite believe it when I say that out loud. So I don't know if excitement yet. My goal is to be present and just be in the moment and grateful, enjoy the moment.
It's wild though, isn't it? 50. But I'm a child. We're children, Rachel.
I mean, you look like you're 30.
You look like you're 30. We look like children. 50. But it's a big number, isn't it?
It is a big number, but I think it's, again, we've kind of grown up thinking that that's old, but that's what we've been conformed to think, right?
It's not.
And obviously, as the generations go on, things change and evolve, and 50 is so much younger now than it was.
Wisdom, you're an elder, you've got power.
Right, that's what I'm not saying it very articulately, but it's that good. Power from being wise and being like emotionally more mature and more...
Things can't hurt, they can't get you the same way, can they?
Yeah.
What has been your biggest learning since starting your second act?
My biggest learning, to trust myself and believe in myself. But again, that's a sort of work in progress. I think, we've never arrived. So it's just like learning every day and doing your best every day.
Now talk to me about how has your approach to relationships and dating changed in your second act? We were talking before.
You're asking the wrong person right now.
Well, I'm such a Gen X good girl. You only went out with someone to marry them and have their children.
Yeah.
And now that I'm divorced.
Yeah, annoyingly.
And my friend was like, you've got to stop being a good girl. Go out and date in a different way.
No, there's no good girl or bad girl, right? There is no good girl or bad girl. You just got to do you.
Yeah.
And learn along the way. And what feels right, trust our instincts, trust our gut, which is not, again, as easy for some as it might be for others. So I think just feel your way through it. And
did you go for the bad boy when you were younger and then you've grown out? Like, did you have patterns which have changed?
I tried to go for a bad boy. I've had patterns that have changed, but I've always been a relationship girl. I'm such a romantic and I love love.
I'm so Jane Austen. I'm so Jane Austen.
It's so painful though.
It's painful.
Because I just love, and I want that movie love.
Hopeless romantic.
Hopeless romantic. So, yeah, and when you get into a relationship when you're young, we were
both young.
Yes, we were both young and not very emotionally mature, but not emotionally understanding of that, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense.
Completely. And also, I didn't really understand men at all.
Yeah.
And like I'm 47 and my friends like...
How can we, unless...
You've
experienced men who have taught you.
Yeah.
And, you're very lucky if you have had that.
Yeah.
Talk to me about embracing single life. How are you feeling? Are you excited? How are you feeling?
How am I feeling? I'm feeling.
I know.
Yes.
I want to give you a hug and a cuddle.
Thank you. You're so sweet. No, I'm feeling. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You're fabulous. Hearts break, they mend.
Yes.
And they heal. And I always think your daughters are watching.
Yeah.
And for me, that makes it easier for me because I'm like, okay, I've got to be a bad bitch for them.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. But I'm such a person that find it hard to not show my feelings.
Yeah.
And again, I'm such a bloody contradiction because on one hand, I've been doing that for so long, gone zoomp, like heart is shut down, like lockdown. But then around my kids, like the tears come and all the feelings come. But it's so hard to know how to, because I want to show them that it's important to feel, you know. And I think sometimes when we try and protect our kids, it's not protecting our kids, even though we just want them to be happy. That's not realistic and that's not life. And it's teaching them how to feel and bringing them into it, but doing it in an age-appropriate way. It's just a minefield.
I'm literally there with you.
It's a minefield.
But they learn through you as well. And like one of my daughters was saying, oh, there's a boy she's Snapchatting and la 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 and la 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 la. And I was like, honey, Mama's going through the same thing on Raya. And this is what
Who's that?
I was like, it was like a teachable
We're
moment.
aligning with our kids,
It's
you know.
just, I'm like, is this appropriate? But I was like,
Right.
you're a queen. If someone, I was like, you know, you've got to go back. You gave him girlfriend access and it's back to factory settings.
Yeah.
And people have to earn
But
your trust.
they see and feel everything.
Yeah.
They're so emotionally intelligent, but not emotionally mature.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh my God, they feel things sometimes more before you do in a way, because we're busy trying to like think and do everything
Motherly,
and
yeah.
be motherly and do.
But you learn. It's like
They mirror us.
They mirror
Yeah.
us. You also learn from them. You
Yeah.
learn. You teach them. But I think you're doing a brilliant job.
Oh,
You're doing a brilliant
bless
job.
you.
And
So
for everyone who
you.
needs to hear it, you're doing a brilliant
yes,
job.
mums, you're doing a bloody brilliant job.
We chitty chatted about solo parenting,
Yeah.
which honestly was my biggest nightmare.
Mm.
I never wanted to be I used to
Yeah.
say it's my biggest nightmare. I was brought up by a single mom who is a superhero. I really
Yeah.
respect her. And the older I get, the more respect I have.
Yeah.
But also it was something I never wanted. I wanted the fairy tale.
Of course, I know. And don't you find like from one day to the next, some days you feel empowered and you feel like, yes, I've got this, and then other days you feel like you just want to like cry under the duvet
Yes.
and hide, and then, you know, constantly changing, and emotions are just like, yeah, and it is sad, and we feel things, obviously, because we feel them ourselves, but we feel them for our kids as well. And I think I went from being married and then went into another long relationship, and I don't know if I actually fully grieved the loss of my marriage.
Oh, that's interesting.
And how now it's like, now that I'm single again, I'm like, I'm now seeing it again differently. And I feel sad that my kids go to their dad one week and then to me one week. And, you know, you're just constantly going, you didn't want that for your kids.
You never
But
want
it's life. And how do you damage limitation? And there's just, it's
You know
just a
what?
minefield, isn't it?
I know people whose parents didn't get divorced and they should have.
Right.
And that's far more damaging.
Right.
And they
Staying
really-
in a relationship where you're not happy, but kids don't understand that until
they're older.
they're older.
I left my
Yeah.
marriage because of my daughters. I was like, would I want my daughters to be in a relationship
Same.
like that?
Same.
No.
Right.
So why am I teaching them?
You want to
be...
teach them what a loving relationship is, no matter what the lacking of love is in that relationship.
Yeah,
You
and
want,
healthy.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So you know what? Whenever you get the mum guilt,
Painful to leave, painful to stay.
exactly.
you know,
it's better to go
I agree.
with
I agree.
grace. But
I agree.
you get the mum guilt. I have the mum
Oh
guilt.
God. Oh my God. Yeah.
You just
On every level, and it could, you know.
you just feel
it's-
guilt. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. But
And when they see you sad or angry, and that they don't want to see you like that.
yeah.
And then you feel guilty. I don't know if you feel, I sometimes feel guilty for feeling sad or feeling angry because I
think
don't
the
want
word
them
is
to.
bitter, Rachel.
What was that?
The word was bitter. I was bitter for such a long time. That's just gone after 2 years. And it's
But do you think
so
it was bitter, or do you think it was hurt?
hurt.
I think
Yeah.
bitter to me feels like quite a hard
It's true.
word.
That's what- yeah.
I think hurt, and you're feeling pain
Yes.
and anger and
Yeah.
sadness. It's like
Disappointment.
disappointment.
That's
yeah.
actually the hardest
Yeah.
thing. That's the
Yeah.
heaviest one.
That's one of the heaviest ones for sure.
Like, oh my goodness, I'm so disappointed. I just did not think it was going to go
Yeah,
this way.
and I think the more, like even this morning, I felt really wound up. The last couple of days, I found like myself feeling angry and like sad and wound up. And then I'd literally, on my way home from drop off, I put my hand on my heart, because my algorithm on Instagram is like all these like quotes and love and empowering. And I'm like, I do feel like I'm just going to embrace it. And,
Yeah.
you know, I sat there and I actually cried, and I was
Good.
like, oh God, I needed to release that feeling.
I'm
'cause
not a crier.
Are you not?
I'm starting to cry.
Okay,
I
good.
think that's a positive.
Good, cry.
Are you a crier?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, am I cry? Yeah, yeah. But I think, you know, we feel all of these things and get so in our head. I was just thinking this morning. I think we get in our head sometimes to protect what we're feeling, when we could actually just go down and then feel it and then let it go and move on, instead of keep wrapped up in this kind of like anger, road rage, tension,
turns
stress,
into-
getting pissed off with your kids because they're annoyed, you know.
It's not good for you.
Yeah. But even if we can release it for a little bit, it doesn't mean to say that you're not going to be road ragey mum like
Yeah.
an hour later.
Sweary mum. I'm like,
sweary mum, I know.
Sweary mum in the
Yes,
car.
I bloody am sweary mum.
yes, I'm sweary mum in the car.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the
I'm
only
over
one.
the swearing in front of my kids. That's long gone.
Literally. How has your approach to motherhood changed in your second act? Do you think you've changed?
Yeah, I think I always want to just do my best and be the best mum I can be and stop giving myself a hard time, let go of, that's what I'm trying to do anyway. So yeah, I definitely think I'm not as, I think I'm calmer, definitely. And I'm kind of just trying to be more open.
I like that.
Yeah. Just trying to be more open.
Because I think I am a perfectionist as well. And I wanted to be, when they were babies, it was all about steaming and doing, everything had to be perfect.
Yeah.
And everything was cut up and And it was that kind of perfectionist mum.
Yeah.
And now I just want to be mentor mum.
Mentor mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
Exactly.
I haven't got it together.
Be there for
but I'm here for you.
them and but also be there for ourselves. Because I think it's so easy as mums and as women to keep going and doing for everyone and people pleasing and being perfect and trying to get everything right without dropping the balls. And actually, we're going to drop the balls. And it's easy, I think, we've got to be the ones to nurture ourselves through that, because I think in life we feel like we have to be
everything to
everyone. And I don't think we're going to get what we need externally.
It's so true. I've learned. Why at 47 have I just learned this?
I know.
Wild.
I know. And there's so much more to learn, isn't there? That we'll learn.
I know.
So and it's implementing it though as well. It's all very well like saying all of this and knowing it, but it's like implementing it into life. That is not always.
It's hard.
Yeah. And we want to be perfect doing that, don't we? We want to be perfect doing our meditation in the morning. We want to be perfect doing getting a good protein breakfast in the morning, all of these things. But sometimes, especially with kids, you never know what you're going to get from day to day.
My God. Yeah. We're just saying, because we both got daughters and it's just wild. The
Yeah.
hormones are wild at the moment.
Three women in, we're
women.
in the
Queens.
house.
It's
Yeah.
queens.
3 queens in the house. Yeah.
And that's challenging.
Yeah.
But you know what? Every time they clap at me, I'm like, I'm doing my job, because you can speak up, you can vocalize, and no one's going to mess with you because I'm scared of you, quite frankly. So,
and they're getting to that age, aren't they? 14, 15. They're smart. They're so smart. They know what's going on. They see it,
and they have so much more information than we did.
Yeah.
Anything they want to know, they just Google, or they can. How do you handle difficult conversations with your girls? Because it's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. God, yeah, just breathe. Take a moment. I think that's with anything I've learned, actually, is just don't react, respond.
Oh, I love that.
Don't react.
Can we get that on a t-shirt?
Yeah, don't react, respond. So like breathe and just go. If I ever, one thing actually that I've learned is, you know what, give me a minute. Because I'm a processor, so I need to like,
let me go.
Give me a minute. I'm really glad interesting. It was great that you said, where did you hear that? Like throwing back to open conversation. I think opening conversation is really good, because it can like start like, oh my God, so many, that's a bitch slap. Like so many feelings come in at the same time. You're like, oh my God, 14-year-old girls are like, doing that and
sexual act, which is
so many feelings, and thoughts. So yeah, just like taking a breath. Let me come back to you, or opening conversation.
I like that, taking space for yourself, because I'm such a reactor, and I'm learning to
such a reactor.
That's a really good thing to go. Give me a minute.
Yeah,
give yourself space.
Yeah,
I like that. That's a really good tip for people. But let's ask, if you could go back in time and give yourself, your younger self, advice from the Rachel second act, powerful, empowered woman now, and go back in time, what would you tell yourself?
I would probably give myself a big hug if I could. I think what I've learned is to like nurture myself, because I think that's something that I missed as a kid, is that kind of like, it's all right, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of am learning to do that now, because it's like that inner child, nurturing that inner child and going, it's okay. You know,
That's
sometimes you
so
just need a hug.
beautiful. Yeah, to hug. Yeah, because yes, I need to learn that lesson too.
Yeah.
Give your inner child a hug.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be okay.
Yeah. Because every time we get hurt, triggered, upset, it's coming from a place of an old wound or
Yes.
things that, yeah, it's all connected, isn't it? So if
Are
we
your
can
parents
really...
still married?
Mm-mm.
That's
No.
I can afford a divorce.
No.
Did they
And
divorce
that's
when you were
also
young?
what's really
Yeah.
sad, I think, when we're going through it, that we're doing it differently and we're doing the things that we didn't get
Yeah.
from our parents. And it's not from blame because, you know,
everyone does their best.
they do their best. And God, if I think back to like what we're learning now and what access they had to understanding all of this stuff, mental health, all of those things.
Which wasn't even a thing.
It wasn't a thing.
Have a scotch. Have a whiskey and crack on. That was their
Exactly.
mental
It
health.
wasn't a thing for us growing up, you know, in our, you know, through S Club. I used to have like panic attack. I didn't know, like, no one talked about anxiety or mental health or any of those things. You just kind of had to kind of find your way through it.
Talk to me
And
about
now-
that, because do you have so much more grace for yourself? Because I've just been diagnosed ADHD. My whole life is making
I'm being
sense.
tested ADHD
I can
soon.
smell it. Sorry.
You- You've got me down now.
No, but
No.
I feel very comfy with you.
Yeah,
And
me
it
too.
is, it wouldn't shock me because
Yeah.
it's just huge empath,
Yeah.
emotionally like open. And when you feel things really deeply, like I was saying to my friend yesterday, everything feels like in Technicolor.
Yeah.
Everything's so,
Yes. Yes.
like so
and how
vibrant.
I think sometimes I was just going to bring back to like being with a man, and this is not about a man specific thing.
Yeah.
I think as women we see things so like this.
Yeah.
No, this is no. I shouldn't do that, because what I'm trying to say is like I think sometimes things nothing's black and white.
Never. Great.
Everything is like,
Yes.
and I think that I don't know why I referred to that in a relationship, took it back to that, because I think there are people out there who are emotionally mature. I
Yes.
think, God, where am I going?
Where are they? Call
Where
me.
are they?
Call us. 079 69. Wherever you are. But no, but I know what you mean. Like,
Yeah.
when you have big feelings, and
Yes.
especially it does show up in relationships, doesn't
Yes,
it? Yeah,
yes,
it shows.
exactly.
And
Yeah, it's just when you said multicolored, like things, when you just want to be seen for who you are.
and appreciated.
Yes, and things are multifaceted. God, I'm taking this on a whole nother
I
tangent.
love it. But you know what? Also, I've been reading a lot about ADHD women and neurospicy women and relationships, and you do attract a lot of, not saying that you have or I have, but a lot of toxic traits. Let's just say people.
Well, we get used to what we learn and what we know, what feels safe,
and you mirror, and you're used to, and you like being told what to do because you can miss social cues. Like,
God, it's so multifaceted.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, for sure.
I used to say,
how do you feel now that you've been
so much more grace, so much more compassion for myself?
Oh, good.
The doctor who diagnosed me, he made me cry. I don't cry. I was in floods of tears. He said, you should be very proud of yourself because the older you're diagnosed, it's usually the higher IQ because you've masked so much.
Yeah.
So, because you just, you're talking about panic attacks. Did you get any help for that? Did you go to a doctor? Did you have counselling?
No, well, I took myself to see somebody because I was constantly searching for why do I feel this way? Why am I constantly searching? Why do I feel like, so it's a journey, isn't it, of like self-discovery.
So you have a huge emotional intelligence that, instead of like...
You don't know what to do with, it's all kind of all going on. And I guess, especially going into S Club, God, I felt incredibly vulnerable and I felt incredibly exposed. So I kind of just kept doing that. And, I had to overnight become somebody totally different. Like I hadn't sort of traveled much. I hadn't, I don't know, I was such a home girl.
Yeah.
I kind of had to become a businesswoman, like have all these opinions. I didn't even know I had a lot of opinions, but I didn't really know what my voice was at that point. And I had to
You were working it out.
I was 19 and I was just like...
the world.
Yeah, and I was very like emotional and very like going through a lot of emotional stuff. And I just felt, to me, that felt quite shameful. And
Yeah.
I just did that and then put the smile on and went. And I think those years, masking, my God. And then those years through S Club and it was a lot of years in the public, I guess, then sort of,
It's so true. So like there's so many different layers of masking when you're neurospicy, and you literally
I love that.
it is neurospicy. I'm neurospicy and I love it.
I love it.
And like literally being a performer is a form of a mask, which is fine, and that's what you have to do. But when you have to mask within a mask, it can be a lot, can't it?
Oh my God, yeah.
So do you find that
if you have an expression, like an outlet, like performing, that was one time that I felt like I would connect with the audience. I would look at someone's face and we would connect, and that would be like, okay, that feels me. But there were lots of things within the industry that I couldn't. I was like, I just felt constantly like my nervous system was on fight or flight.
So it was a good experience. Would you do it again?
Yeah, of course. Of course I would. Yeah, it's part of my life, and you learn through everything you do. And oh my God, a million %. It was an incredible opportunity, an amazing experience, and it's brought so many amazing things.
So much joy.
But you learn as you go. And
were you scared to become solo star? Because can I just say, because I didn't know you, but I was so proud of you. I think the whole world was proud of you when you went so big, so international. It was like your favourite cousin, like smashing it.
That's so cute.
And like, how did you feel? Was that wild?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I was so excited because that inner, determined, like very driven, very career driven, like, I got to do it myself. I got an amazing song.
Oh my God.
I was like, this is so exciting.
It was all the ribbons for my LAX. Can we please?
We're going to do that.
We're going to recreate
that. But there was the other part of me, the contradiction part of me that was like, oh my God, I still felt like I was kind of, I didn't know who I was. I was so, and I think, when you're an artist, you have to put so much of yourself, and I did, but there was such a huge, but looking back at it now, if I was me now doing it, it would have been a different story. But that's life, isn't it? And you learn as you go. And, I wasn't as connected to my full, I was never connected to the full self, but like, you know what I mean? I wasn't as present. And I was a baby. And I was like,
working it out.
Sitting at these tables with 20 record company people, and I had to have a voice in all that. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know.
Like grown-ups.
Yeah, it's like this, like you just have to be a businesswoman.
Yeah, you forget.
And I was still figuring out a lot of emotional life stuff. Yeah. So I was like, it was a contradiction.
Money as well. They give you like suddenly you're given money, you're given power, you've got contracts, and you have to deal with that as a teenager.
And also we were 100 miles an hour. Like there was no time to really like process. And I'm a processor, so there was no time to do any of that. It was just go, 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 go.
How did that come out? Did you have any sort of panic attacks? That's how it came out.
Panic attacks and just
that's how it came out. For me, food, sugar, I ate it.
Yeah.
And it's like it always comes out in some way.
Yeah.
I like it.
Now do you feel like you can sit with your feelings more and go, right, I'm not gonna go and do the thing that makes me feel
numb.
Yeah.
So I've moved to the countryside. I live in the Cotswolds. I'll go for a walk. I'll see the colours. I'll do colouring. And I have to learn how to process in a healthy way.
Yeah.
Because food
And you do meditation, right?
I do meditation.
And you do gym.
I gym. I dance. Can we just talk about Strictly? Because I'm dying to do it.
I have, oh my God, are you kidding me? How have you not done it? Actually.
I would love to do it. I'm like, I'm dying.
Strictly. Cool. Ateh needs to be doing. Oh my God, you need to do Strictly.
I love it. Every time I
want to do it again.
Did you love it?
Yeah, I'd love to. I want to do it with you. Let's do it. I don't know if you can do it twice. Can you?
Do it twice. I don't even care. Please don't bother voting. We're just going to be here dancing.
Yeah, just dance in the sequins and
exactly. Was it amazing?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. But again, oh my God, terrifying.
Yes.
Because you have to put yourself out there. And see, this was one of my things throughout my whole career. It's like exposing my inner person felt very scary.
Because you have the performer and then you have you.
Yeah.
And when you marry the two, it's magical, but it's hard. It's difficult.
Yeah. And you have to express yourself. And that felt really scary for me. Because I think I always learned to stay, don't be too this, don't be too that, don't be you know, and I had big emotions, and I don't think it takes a very emotionally mature person to fully embrace that in another person.
Yes. Can I ask you something? I think you're really shy. Are you a shy person?
I
You
can be very shy. Yeah.
You're like me. You're an extroverted, introvert,
Yeah.
extroverted.
But I don't know. I think shyness is like don't you ever hear like people say about your kids, oh God, she's really shy. She's really this, she's really that. And I always say to my kids, shyness is a feeling. Sometimes you can feel shy. Sometimes you can feel confident.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you can feel all different things. And I think people like to put labels on us, don't they? And go, and I think that's what I'm trying to sort of move forward, because we're not any of those things. We are just us, and we feel, especially, I don't know, I think I'm not educated enough in neurodiversity, but I think as a neurodiverse person, you're very sensory, and I feel like I sense energies in a room. I
smell, touch,
energy from people, and like sitting here with you, you're so open and lovely and warm, and that you don't always get that, and it's like, I think neurodiverse people really respond well.
The antenna. We can pick up on it.
Respond to people who are just open and warm.
Yes.
And it's just learning social cues and learning to be really confident in ourselves and strong in ourselves than those things around us. But I think that's just general, isn't it?
It's learning. It's life. It's life. My friend is Irish, and she said in Gaelic, you say, I am not sad, or you say sadness is upon me. Which is exactly what you're saying, where it's not, you are not that feeling.
Yes.
It's just, it's going through you.
Exactly.
And I thought, God, that's so clever.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're not any of these things.
Yeah.
You were the being. Yeah. Exactly what you're saying.
And if you let that's what I've noticed, what I'm going through at the moment, is feelings come in waves. Like, you don't feel sad necessarily all day. You feel sad. And then if you feel it, or talk it out, say it goes, and then you feel your feelings are just come and go. It's like if we allow ourselves to
let them go, like morning sickness.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Oh God, that was horrendous. Did you have that?
Yep.
Oh, that was horrendous.
I didn't vomit. The thing is, I
didn't either.
That was the worst. If I had just puked, I would have felt better. I just felt nauseous all day.
Yes, for the first few months, 3 months. Yeah,
it's a good thing though, because it means the hormones are up.
I know, but it's horrible.
It's
like your body's
waves of pain, like discomfort, and then it goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time for your second act, where we read emails and voice notes sent in by you, my wonderful listeners. And this one is from Nell.
Hi, Ateh, it's Nell. Can I please ask, how can I get the glow back into my skin? I'd love some advice on the best skincare products for dull perimenopausal skin, which has been acne prone in the past. So I tend to steer clear of heavy products. And also, what are the best supplements to nourish my skin from the inside?
Get some of that on your face, because this is fabulous. What else? Supplements. I think gut health is really important, isn't it? And sleep, obviously. So I'm taking my magnesium every night, which is helping. Do you? It's helping with my sleep.
So true. When your body is doing what it's supposed to be doing, your skin looks good.
And drinking obviously lots of water.
Sleep is massive.
Yeah. But it's, I guess, not putting too much product on.
Yeah.
I find as I'm getting older as well, less makeup. Even though I want more coverage.
Yes.
I don't want to feel like I've got
a face full of.
Yeah. So it's keeping really moisturised, isn't it? And
sauna steam I love to do as well.
Infrared sauna steam.
Does it make a difference in your skin?
Well, I'm just about to start that, so I haven't done a lot of it, but the infrared, I've got the mask.
Yes.
Again, consistency, that's the thing I need to work on. But
Omnilux is amazing. So I have a bath, and then afterwards I'll do 20 minutes of that. And
the face mask?
Yes, the
infrared.
LED.
Yes,
LED.
Sorry, LED.
LED face mask, and it chills you out. It's very calming.
It's really calming. The times I've done it, it's really relaxing. Yeah.
So it relaxes you spiritually, helps your skin, and I put on my Calm app and do a meditation while the mask's on.
Oh my God, I'm doing that tonight.
Multitask.
I'm doing that tonight.
It's 2-in-1.
Yeah.
I hope that helps now. And also be happy and laugh.
Yes.
Be with good people, because that makes your soul happy, and then everything gets better.
And feel your feelings.
Feel your feelings. Oh my God, I think the lesson I've learned from today.
Stops us from being like holding on to everything, just like softens everything. Yeah.
The cortisol was wild when I was like this.
Yeah.
And that makes
Adrenaline just running on this fight and flight and feeling it in your body, don't you? But you feel it in your face.
you feel
Everything feels tight.
Yeah.
So it's like just nurturing yourself and
eating good food
Yeah.
and just being all the boring stuff.
seeing
But
good people, being around your
good
people.
Your people. Have you got good girlfriends and friends?
I have, yeah.
You just need a solid crew.
You do.
And the older you get, they become your family, don't they?
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Rachel Stevens, I'm slightly obsessed with you, but
I'm
you're
obsessed
now
with
my
you.
new best friend, so it's fine.
Obs.
Obs. And thank you for coming on
It's
Second
been so
Act.
lovely. Thank you.
Thanks so much for listening. And if you've got a dilemma or question you need answering, please email me at secondactpod@hellomagazine.com. Don't forget to rate us if you've enjoyed the show. And you can find all the best Second Act wisdom from our experts via the Hello Magazine website. And I'll see you next week.